We are joined now by the Indiana Fever's first-round draft pick, third overall, Lauren Cox out of Baylor. I know there were unique circumstances last night, Lauren, as we all adjust to this new normal, but no less fulfilling, I would imagine. What was it like to hear your name called on draft night and know you're not only a professional basketball player now, but the third overall pick in the draft?
It was extremely exciting. Hearing my name called just kind of calmed all my nerves, and it was a dream come true. I've been thinking about this since I started playing basketball, wanting to play at the top level, and it was just extremely exciting, and I'm super thankful.
I know you didn't know exactly where you would be going draft night, but you had to have an idea it would be amongst just a couple of teams, knowing you'd go very high. Knowing now that you're in Indiana, what are your thoughts about this scenario? Coach Marianne Stanley and, of course, Tamika Catchings running everything.
I'm extremely excited to just get there and get going. I've never been to Indianapolis, so I'm excited to get to know the city and everything, and just really looking forward to playing for Coach Stanley. She's a championship coach coming from the Mystics last year. And then Tamika Catchings, she's great, former player, recently inducted in the Hall of Fame, so I know I'm in good hands.
For those Fever fans who haven't had the chance to watch you yet, how would you describe your game?
I'm a competitor. I hate to lose, and I will do anything that I can to help my team win.
We're talking with your head coach at Baylor, Kim Mulkey, a couple days ago, and she said she would put you and one other player who she didn't name amongst the most competitive that she's ever coached. She obviously has a Hall of Fame career and has coached a ton of players. Does that come naturally? What about your competitiveness do you feel like allows you to rise above just about everybody else?
I think some of it is natural, and some of it was growing up with parents who both played college basketball, with three younger sisters who are all athletic, all super competitive. So just growing up, whether we were playing sports, a board game, anything, we all wanted to win, and we were all competitive. And I think it helps put me above everyone else because I'm willing to do whatever it takes, whether that's passing, rebounding, scoring, doing stuff that doesn't show up on a stat sheet. I'm willing to do those things if that means my team is going to win.
You've grown up with diabetes. How have you managed that throughout your life and career? And do you think overcoming that in a way has helped you become a better person and a professional?
Yeah, it's been one of the hardest things that I've ever had to deal with. I was diagnosed when I was 7 years old and just turned my world upside down. So I think it definitely helps in the sports world because I see myself overcoming this off the court. So when it comes to injuries and adversity, that kind of thing on the court, I'm able to deal with that.
I want to ask you about your time at Baylor because I guess you're technically still defending champions, but it had to be heartbreaking to not get the chance to defend that title. What was that like? And I'm sure this kind of helps soothe that pain getting drafted on Friday.
Yeah, I think heartbreaking is the perfect word for it because there were just so many emotions that came with it. I cried for a couple days when I found out the news. I think the hardest part was not knowing that I was playing in my last college game when I did. And it makes it a little easier that we did get that national championship, but we definitely wanted to defend it this year, and I think we had a good shot at it.
You come in, I think, to Indiana with a unique perspective because a couple of years ago, you played with Kailani Brown in the front court, a very similar type big to Tiara McCowan. Obviously, it worked very well. You guys won a national championship. Do you feel like that experience helps you now that you're coming into a scenario playing with Tiara, learning how to play that high-low amongst the bigs?
Yeah, I think it definitely helps me. I think Kalani and I showed how successful it can be, and I think they're really similar, both about the same height. They're really strong in the post, can make really good moves. So, I mean, if my job is to stand on the outside and throw great passes into her, then I'm definitely okay with that.
I think just watching your game, how well-rounded it is, stands out the most to me. On the defensive side of the ball, you know, the Fever drafted probably the best defensive player in the draft a couple of years ago in Tiara. Very likely the same this year. Do you see you guys long-term kind of forming this formidable front court rim protection? protecting
Yeah,
the paint kind of scenario with you and Tierra?
yeah, for sure. I love blocking shots and protecting the rim, helping my teammates. I think it gets the team really excited, gets the fans into it. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun with both of us in the paint.
Have you had an early chance yet to look at the roster and how you maybe fit into this group?
I haven't gotten this chance yet. I know a couple players on there, not personally, but I know who they are. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do my research, start looking up the players, and looking where I can best fit in.
Well, there are a lot of Fever fans who were watching the draft last night, but this is their first chance to kind of get you on a more personal level. What would be your initial message to those fans who hopefully here soon you will be meeting and playing in front of?
I just want to say I'm super excited to get to Indiana and play in front of you guys. I'm really looking forward to just bringing my talent to the team and helping in whatever way possible.
Well, Lauren, congratulations on a really exciting night last night, a dream fulfilled, I know, and we all can't wait to get you here in Indianapolis and playing in front of the Fever fans.
Thank you so much.